het 14.000 steps gedoen gister, so toe kramp my bene gister.
Ja. Sien jy daar in die strate rond?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this doctoral graduation ceremony of Stellenbosch University. This is not the start of the ceremony, it's the pre-ceremony housekeeping announcements. Molweni, manenani manenekazi. Kwaye namkelekile kulo msitho wokuthesa izindaba zobugqirha kwi-University yase-Stellenbosch. Due to COVID-19 regulations and our own protocols, this event by necessity has to be somewhat different from our regular ceremonies. Therefore, please take note of the following. All graduates and guests have been assigned unique seat numbers. Please do not change seats as the seating record will be used in case contact tracing becomes necessary. Only the essential staff members required to constitute this ceremony will be present at this event. Thank you for understanding that we had to limit the number of guests you could invite. Rest assured that this hall is thoroughly cleaned before and after each ceremony. The wearing of a mask is mandatory for both graduates and guests for the full duration of the ceremony, including when graduates cross the stage. Please maintain a safe distance of at least 1.5 meters from others at all times. No food may be brought into or consumed in this hall. Only water is permitted inside the venue. Now, pertaining to the ceremony itself, we will not be singing the national anthem as is our custom, but instead listen to an instrumental rendition of it directly after the procession has entered the hall. The presiding officer at this ceremony is the Rector and Vice Chancellor, Prof. Wim de Villiers. Kindly note that there is a printing error on this morning's program. We kindly ask that you follow the doctoral candidates' names on page 17 of the program. We apologize for this inconvenience. When we get to the awarding of degrees, graduates will be called up to cross the stage, but in order to comply with COVID-19 regulations, there will be no handshaking by the presiding officer or holding the registrar, Dr. Ronald Retief. Instead, please walk up to the presiding officer, exchange nods, and then turn around for your 15 seconds of fame, photographs, and acknowledgement by the audience. Members of the audience are also welcome to take photographs, but please switch off the sound and flash first. In fact, please keep your cell phone on silent for the duration of the ceremony. At the conclusion of the ceremony, once the procession has left, we respectfully request that you exit the hall and the building swiftly so that cleaning and preparation for the next ceremony may commence as soon as possible. Kindly ensure that you take along any waste items such as water bottles, tissues, etc. when you exit the venue and dispose of these safely in bins outside. Please do not congregate in the foyer for your own photos and selfies. The official photographers have set up a designated area across the foyer. Graduates and their family and friends are welcome to make use of this service, or you can exit the building and capture the moment outside with the beautiful Victoria Street as backdrop. The official photographers also have set up in front of the building. That's also where you will find the multi-shop mobile unit for purchasing Stellenbosch University branded items to remind you of the successful academic journey we are celebrating today. Enkosi kakhulu ngomonde wenu malunga nemiyalelo emininzi manene namanenekazi noko ke kungingenelo kuthi sonke. Ladies and gentlemen, in this time of COVID-19, we have hybrid graduation ceremonies. This is one of 11 physical ceremonies for our doctoral graduates. All other degrees are being conferred during online faculty-based ceremonies that have been pre-recorded and scheduled for release on YouTube. Please check the university's homepage for information about when these go live. A piece of good news, this graduation ceremony can be followed via live streaming from anywhere in the world. In case you were not aware of this, you are welcome to share the following web address with family and friends: www.sun.ac.za/streaming. Please note that load shedding may interrupt internet connectivity and therefore also live streaming, but you will still be able to access a recording of the event as of tomorrow on YouTube via our streaming page. Load shedding will, however, not end this ceremony itself. We have a generator on standby. If a power outage should occur, please remain seated while we switch over to emergency power. You are welcome to share your graduation experiences on social media, and the hashtag to use is #SUGRAD. Just remember to put your phone on silent, please. Mananenani mananekazi, sele kukufuthane ukuba suqale lo msitho. Siyaqala ukuba uphakame kumchelele wezemfundo kwaye uhlale umile de kube emva kukuba sumamelo umhobe wesizwe. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the academic procession and remain standing until we have listened to the national anthem. Thank you, Bayadanki and Kosi Gakul.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We will begin the proceedings by listening to an instrumental version of the South African national anthem. Due to our COVID-19 protocols, we will not be singing the anthem, but only listening to it. Dames en here, ons begin die verrigtinge deur na instrumentale weergawe van die Suid-Afrikaanse nasionale lied te luister. Hiermee verklaar ek hierdie kongregasie van die Universiteit Stellenbosch behoorlik geconstitueer. I hereby declare this congregation of Stellenbosch University duly constituted. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the start of this graduation ceremony, we as academic community, parents, partners, family and friends are deeply grateful for the privilege to be here today to celebrate our graduate success. We also, however, honor members of our broad university community who have passed away, who have lost loved ones this year during these extremely challenging times. And to this end, I invite you all to remain seated while we observe a devotional moment, granting each other the space to do so according to our various secular and religious perspectives. So ek nooi uit om net so vir 'n oomblik te bly sit terwyl ons vir 'n gewyde oomblik stil word, elkeen in ons eie ruimte van verskillende sekulêre en godsdienstige lewensbeskouings. Baie dankie. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So hartlik welkom. Welkom. Hartlik welkom by die 4de van 11 fisiese grade plegtighede wat ons hierdie week op ons Stellenbosch campus aanbied. The 4th of 11. So a very warm welcome to all of you. We also have some online guests who have joined the proceedings via the live stream. And we trust that this will be a memorable experience for our candidates, family, and friends alike. It is a small ceremony, it's an intimate ceremony, but we wanted to do it because what you've actually achieved is the pinnacle of what we as a university have to offer in terms of academic achievement. So congratulations to all of you. And we want to make it special for you. We will now also listen to Professor Mawandit Lali from our Department of African Languages, who has recorded a few words of welcome in isiXhosa.
Molweni manene na manenekazi. Siyanamkela kumsitho wothusuzidanga kule veki. Siyathemba ukuba olu suku luza kuba neenkumbulo ezintle kwabo baza kube bethweswa izidanga kwiintsapho zabo kunye nezihlobo ngokubanzi. Manene namanenekazi, sizama ngako konke isinako ukubiza amagama abantu ngendlela efanelekileyo. Ndiqinisekile uDean nesekela lakhe bebezama ngako konke okusemandleni ukuziqhelanisa noku, kodwa okuyinyani sinabo baza kube bethweswa izidanga, abasebenzi kunye neendwendwe ezivela kwindawo ngendawo ezahlukeneyo, ezineelwimi ezahlukeneyo, nezo zivela ngaphaya kwemida yaseMzantsi Afrika. Yiyo loo nto sicela ukuba nibe nenyameko kuba singakufumanisa kungumcelimngeni ukubiza amanye amagama kunye neefani. Enkosi.
Thank you very much, Professor Tlali. So allow me a few short remarks before we hand out these very, very hard-earned qualifications. So we know that research in the medical field has been responsible for much of the progress in the modern world over the last 120, 150 years or so. But this has especially come to the fore during the past 2 years of the pandemic, and the work being done in medicine and also done in our faculty has come to the fore in extraordinary ways. And how this has been communicated, how this research has been communicated has been extremely important in helping us to understand how to live healthier lives. So I'm a little bit biased, I have to confess. I'm an alumnus and a member of this faculty. So it is an extremely great honor for me to preside at this ceremony and to celebrate this huge milestone with you. Your research and the work you've done up until this point will have an impact on so many lives, and also the work that you will continue to do. And I'm very proud of the scope of research being done at the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. So the number of NRF-rated researchers in the faculty has grown significantly over the past few years. In 2011, there were 34. In 2017, 66. And in 2021, 91. So from 34 to 91. That's a very impressive performance, and it speaks to the great caliber of the staff. I'm also extremely proud, we're now 20 months into the pandemic. I'm very proud of the way in which the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences have really confronted the challenges of the coronavirus pandemic head on. There are not many cohorts in the history of medical students, of medical specialists, of medical researchers who can say that they were trained during a global pandemic and that they've taken on the challenges and that they've succeeded. Well done. So this December, across all our 10 faculties, we will be awarding 143 doctoral degrees. It's actually more than at last year at this time. And in this faculty, how many? 27. 27 out of the 143. And that's a terrific achievement. And it could get even better in the future, because if we look, and if I look at the postgraduate pipeline in the faculty, it's equally impressive. No fewer than 160 master's degrees that will be awarded in this faculty at these ceremonies. 70% more than this time last year, and the most by far in the past decade. So accolades. I'm giving a shout out to you all. So we're very, very proud of the contribution that this faculty, but also our whole university, the entire institution, is making to the development of our country, our continent, and also the rest of the world. This has been a hard journey for you. It's been a good number of years. I don't know whether you have always enjoyed every moment of it. If I think back to my own PhD, I certainly did not enjoy all the moments, but I did enjoy the end and this crowning achievement. So I have no doubt that you will use the knowledge, skills, and networks that you've gained to make the world a better place for everyone, because now more than ever, we should enthusiastically embrace that chance to contribute positively to society. So I want to congratulate you, and I also want to thank you for what you've done and for what you are going to do and achieve. So dames en here, ek sal nou aan die kandidaate wat aan my voorgestel word, die onderskeie doktorsgrade verleen. I will now confer on the candidates who have presented to me their respective doctoral degrees, but not quite yet. First, I want to single out some very important role players in the candidates' academic journey, in your academic journeys. And that would be your supervisors. Your supervisors. Sometimes you hate them, sometimes you love them, but hopefully for the most part, you love them. So normally your supervisors would have read out a brief summary of their candidate's thesis and would have called them up to receive their degree, but we are in the new normal now due to COVID-19. But I want to pay tribute to the supervisors by asking them to stand up, please, stand up. Thank you very much for your fantastic contribution. So supervisors act as guides to the academic journeys of their candidates and of their mentees. So there's a heartfelt thanks and acknowledgement from our side and also from the graduates. Now, for the big moment, over to the Dean.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to acknowledge the following candidates who completed and graduated in March 2021 with a doctoral qualification. These candidates will cross the stage for ceremonial purposes only. Ian Lucas Howard, with dissertation, Clinical Quality and Performance Measurement in the Pre-Hospital Emergency Medical Services in the Low to Middle Income Country Setting, developing clinical quality and performance indicators as a measure of care in South Africa, with supervision provided by Professor L. Wallace. Jean Adele Libber, with dissertation, Aspects on Advanced Procedures During Endoscopic Retrograde Cholangiopancreatography, ERCP, for Complex Hepatobiliary Disorders. Supervision provided by Professor S. Moore. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer on the candidates whom I'll present to you the degree Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. Fatima Bassa, with dissertation Management of Lymphoma in a Center with High HIV and Tuberculosis Prevalence. Supervision provided by Professor Irison. Given Chipili, with dissertation Introduction of Fish Early in the Complementary Feeding Period to Improve Infant Growth in Samfia District, Luapula Province, Zambia, with supervision provided by Dr. Eve Hanikak. Lutgard, Teresa, Gaston, Maria Geertz, with dissertation, Effects of Intrauterine Alcohol Exposure on Fetal Facial Development, with supervision provided by Professor H.J. Oerdendaal. Faniswa Desiree Kamza, with dissertation, An Exploration of the Development of Community Health Forums as a Strategy to Improve Communication between Biomedical Health Professionals and an Indigenous Community, a Rural Participatory Action Research Study. Supervision was provided by Professor Ji Hunji. Nkengafak Villian Matazi, with dissertation, Burden of Congenital Rubella Syndrome and Potential Impact of Rubella Vaccine Introduction in South Africa, with supervision provided by Professor Charles Wisongi. Alfonso Jan Kemp Pecoraro, with dissertation, Diagnosis and Clinical Outcomes of Patients with Infective Endocarditis in a Population with a High Prevalence of Rheumatic Heart Disease, utilizing an endocarditis team approach to minimize blood culture negative infective endocarditis and promote valve repair at surgery. The supervision was provided by Professor Anton Dubel. Absentia Matapelo Suboko, with dissertation mRNA signature of healthy versus impaired diabetic mesenchymal stem cells as a biomarker for autologous stem cell therapy. Supervision was provided by Dr. M. van der Pfeiffer. Hannah Simba, with dissertation, The Role of Genetic and Environmental Factors in the Etiology of Esophageal Cancer, with supervision by Professor V. Suram. Lizelle van Wyk, with dissertation, Non-Invasive Cardiac Output Monitoring in Premature Neonates. The supervision was provided by Professor J. Smith. Mariette Volskenk, with dissertation, Identity Trajectories of Health Professions Educators Involved in Master's Level Health Professions Education Studies, with supervision by Professor Susan van Skalkwijk. Meneer de vice-kanselier, ek versoek u om aan die kandidaate wie se name ook aan u voorgelê is, maar wat nie hier teenwoordig is nie, die onderskeie grade in hulle alwesigheid te verleen. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degrees on those candidates whose names have been presented to you, but who could not attend in their absence.
Ek verleen die onderskeie grade aan die kandidaate aan hulle afwesigheid. I confer the respective degrees on the candidates in their absence.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, an outstanding feature of institutions that focus on excellent performance is that excellent achievers receive acknowledgement on different levels and in different ways. In the context of Stellenbosch University, This recognition includes the Chancellor's Awards, which focus on sustained excellence in research and/or learning and teaching and/or community interaction and/or administration. In the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, the Chancellor's Award for 2021 is awarded to Dr. Therese Fish. Please rise. I have pleasure in presenting the following motivation in respect of the recipient. As Deputy Dean, Clinical Services and Social Impact of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences for more than a decade, Dr. Fish has served Stellenbosch University with distinction. Her visionary, energetic, and innovative leadership helped establish SU as a global leader in the delivery of decentralized clinical training for health professionals. Working closely with senior management of the Western Cape Department of Health and other universities in the province, she played a critical role in negotiating far-reaching governance agreements between these parties. She also served as a member of the Medical and Dental Board of the Health Professions Council of South Africa for 10 years. Dr. Fisher's commitment to advancing social justice has had a transformative impact on both the university and the health sector in South Africa. One of her distinguishing features is her ability to multitask. One example of that is, despite her very busy schedule, she enrolled in a Doctor of Business Administration program through the University of Bath in the UK a few years ago, and just this week obtained her DBA degree. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request that you present the Chancellor's Award for Excellence to Dr. Therese Fish. Meneer die Visie-Kanselier, ek versoek u om die kanselierstoekenning vir uitmuntendheid aan Dr. Therese Fish te oorhandig.
Baie geluk. Well done. Baie geluk. So, dames en heren, ons het nou die toekenning van die grade afgehandel. Short and sweet. But certainly your achievements are not short and sweet. It's massive, so congratulations. Maar namens die Universiteit Stellenbosch wil ek almal van u wat vandag hier 'n kwalifikasie verwerf het, hartlik gelukwens met die bereiking van hierdie besondere mylpaal. Hartlik geluk ook aan Dr. Fish. Congratulations. And to your mother who was able to attend this. Congratulations. This is a wonderful, wonderful award for outstanding service. And a DBA from the University of Bath. Well done. So congratulations again to all our new graduates. You've achieved something else. You've also now automatically an alumnus of Stellenbosch University, also automatically a member of the convocation. So please stay engaged with your alma mater and come back and share your experiences with students that are still on their journey towards graduation. We've got many, many alumni hubs. Please stay in touch. We've even got our own LinkedIn. It's called martisconnect.com, so that will help you to build some of these networks, to stay connected and to be part of the bigger Stellenbosch University family. We expect great things from you all. We wish you the best. We really wish you the best. But I do also wish to congratulate the parents, spouses, and family with the achievement of your family member, spouse, or friend. And I think we know that this went hand in hand with many, many years of sacrifice and also support. It's a journey to a PhD is not a short one. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. But we trust that seeing your loved ones here achieving this makes this all worthwhile. But I think it will be appropriate for our graduates to get up and to acknowledge the support of your family, etc., people, and to wave at the camera and to give a shout out to them. Thank you very much. Dames en heren, ons het nou die einde van die verrigtinge bereik en ek verklaar hierdie kongregasie van die Universiteit Stellenbosch as beëindig. Ek versoek u om op te staan en te bly staan totdat die akademiese prosesie die saal verlaat het. We have now come to the end of the proceedings and I hereby declare this meeting of the congregation of Stellenbosch University closed. Would you please arise and remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you so much.